believing to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And shedding through the tackle. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Johnson.
25 yards that time.
8-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, That type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bills 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Raider 1st down.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Raiders 14, Bills 7.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Bills 7. Zane Gonzalez set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they're going to start at a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 2-yard line.
Running right, here's Falk. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Point after monster right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Running is Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted.
Go time, baby.
Picked off at the 19. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Extra point.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now a give left side to Falk. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie. Oh, they get to the... And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. The 30.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma put on one for the set. Until there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all up on the deck. Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete.
Rodgers pass.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, 1st down.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Reception here by Ruggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Smith catches left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
28-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Down at the 9-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good run of steam going.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They go with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raiders.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Gain of 7.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide. wide to the left. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime...
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
49-yard gain on the play.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to run. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in